Shanti. Please respond. Om Shanti. Most of you are new arrivals and therefore welcome to Madhuban. Welcome to Gyan Sarovar. And for this season or this December month, this is the first class in the Harmony Hall. Because today many souls have come. Who have arrived yesterday? Anybody here who arrived today? Okay. Who arrived yesterday? Yesterday. You arrived yesterday from Shantivanna. Who arrived yesterday? No? Day before yesterday? Mauritius. So from Shantivan, okay. Anybody leaving before the 31st? Okay. So all of you heard today's Murli this morning. Baba was talking about the spiritual drill. And the other day in the Avyakt Murli too, Baba said that in order to keep the body healthy, two things are necessary. One is exercise and the other is diet. Similarly, in order to keep the soul healthy, we need to do spiritual exercise and also to take care of the thoughts we create in our mind, because that's the food for the mind. Whatever thoughts we create. Negative thoughts can have a very negative effect on the soul. So today I'm going to talk about spiritual drill, spiritual exercise. Why does Baba compare Baba's remembrance or remembrance of the soul world, heaven, subtle regions, to a spiritual drill? Just like in a physical drill or exercise, we pay a lot of attention. We can't do any exercise casually or at ease. No. We have to pay a lot of attention. We have to be very alert. We have to do also our checking whether you are doing it properly or not. And you need an expert to teach us how to do good exercise. So too Baba says the spiritual drill or spiritual exercise is also very, very essential for the soul to keep the soul healthy. But then the teacher of this spiritual drill is God Himself. In today's Murli, Baba said, God has not learnt it from anywhere else. Those physical teachers, before they teach others, they have to learn themselves. And then they are able to teach others. But our teacher has not learned from anywhere else or from anybody else. He is a supreme teacher. He has the knowledge of this exercise, the drill, in him in an eternal way. He is the embodiment of it. He doesn't have to learn it from anywhere and practice it and then teach us. All others learn, then practice, and then are able to teach. We can be like Baba. Baba said, you are the assistant teachers. Whatever Baba teaches you, that you learn, and then you are able to teach others. But then we learn first from Baba, and then we practice it, and then we are able to teach others. So all of you are assistant teachers, aren't you, like Baba? Teaching this drill to everyone. But Baba says in that drill there could be some harm too. For example, there is an asana, there is a posture called Shirsasana, where they balance on their head. The head is down and the feet are above. Usually when we are standing, the feet are below and the head is above. But there is a posture in which the head is below and the feet are above. Now one has to be very careful to do this posture, because if he does it wrong, then instead of really that posture helping him, it can harm him. It can lead him to spondylitis, which is bad for the neck. It can lead him to many things which are harmful for the body instead. So Baba says, balancing on the head is not that important. Instead, Baba teaches us a spiritual exercise. It is balance off the head. Which is safer? Balance on the head or balance off the head? The meaning of balance off the head? Where you have a balanced mind. So that's what they say, balance of the head. So we need to have a balanced mind. That is more important than balancing on the head. Similarly, somebody may do the lotus posture, sitting in a lotus position. So all cannot do that. It's not so easy. They have to put their feet above on the thighs. And for that, one has to have very strong knees. Because if somebody has arthritis or rheumatism, he cannot fold his legs. Or has bad knee problem, he cannot do Padmasana or lotus posture. But then Baba says, you don't have to do lotus posture. Instead, what should you do, which is easier and better for you? Lead a lotus-like life. It's easier, it's better, it's more useful. So why Baba says lotus-like life? Just as a lotus grows in a muddy pond, the pond is so dirty, everywhere. It's all filth sometimes. But then the lotuses which grow, they are so clean. They are so pure. And only that portion of a lotus plant, which is the lotus flower, which is above the lake or above the pond, that portion only is worshipped. You see in the hand of Vishnu, they show the 4 adornments, and one of the adornments is a lotus flower. They also show with Buddha, So only that posture, that lotus part, which is above the dirt or the filth or the dirt of the pond, only that portion is worshipped. And according to botany, as we learnt in college, the texture of the lotus petal is such that even if somebody falls on it, nothing sticks on it. It comes out. Nothing stays on it. It falls off. So that's why a lotus is considered to be very pure. And therefore Baba says, you have to lead a lotus-like life. Live in the world, but don't let the world live in you. Baba sometimes gives an example like somebody sitting in a boat and the boat is moving across. So a boatman has to make sure that his boat is moving and the boat is on the water, whether in the sea or in the river, whatever. The boat has to be on the water. But then that boatman has to keep great precaution to make sure that the water does not enter the boat. Because what if the water would enter the boat? The boat would sink. Then it would never be able to go across and reach the other shore. And therefore Baba says, you live in the world, but let not the world live in you. Which we say, let the boat be on the water, but don't allow the water to be in the boat. If the boat is on the water, it will one day reach the other shore. But if the water enters the boat, what will happen? It will sink. Definitely, if there's a leakage, if there's a crack or a hole at the bottom of the boat, what will happen? The water will start coming in, and very soon it will fill the boat and the boat will sink. So Baba tells us no need for those physical exercises. Instead, yes, not that they are bad, they are good for the body, but you need the proper teacher, you need the proper practice. You should know how to do, then they are really helpful, beneficial. And you cannot do those exercises immediately after your meals, after your breakfast or lunch or dinner, no. You need to do them on an empty stomach. All these things are necessary. But then the spiritual drill which Baba teaches us is so easy. But still it is so difficult. That is why in today's Murli Baba said you have to be strict with yourself whilst doing the spiritual drill, because the mind is so naughty. It's so used to wandering that in a second you have so many thoughts. If you are told sit in silence for 10 seconds, even in those 10 seconds, so many thoughts can come in the mind if one does not have practice of being still. But then with the help of practice, we learn how to quieten our mind. But then Baba says you don't even have to quieten your mind in the sense that you have to suppress your thoughts. Even that's not necessary. Usually what people do in bhakti, they suppress their thoughts. They tell their mind, I should not think, I should not think. No thoughts, no thoughts, no thoughts. Well, to say to the self, I should not think, even that's a thought, is it not? I should not think. What does that mean? It's a thought that I should not think. So the mind is still not still at all. Because at least that thought is coming in the mind, I should not have any thoughts. And even if there are no thoughts, it won't help much, because for how long can you make your mind blank? After some time, thoughts will come. And sometimes when you try to make your mind blank and then thoughts start coming, they could be even bad thoughts, negative thoughts. That's why there's a saying, an empty mind is a devil's workshop. If you try to keep your mind empty, it will turn into a devil's workshop. All the impure thoughts will come because you have tried to keep your mind empty. Just like there's a house, vacant house, and you close all the doors and windows and all the ventilators, whatever. You close them completely and go away for 1 year. You leave that house after packing everything, in that house, not allowing any air to come, nothing. It's totally sealed like. And you come back after 1 year. What do you think? Is that house still empty? What enters the house? What enters the house? Huh? Yes, cockroaches and insects and, mosquitoes and bugs and all those little insects, they'll come from nowhere. They come, at least in India they come, I don't know about the Western world. They just come because they can come from anywhere. So they don't need any extra space, they just come. So Baba says, even if you try to keep your mind empty, you cannot keep it for long, because it will turn into a devil's workshop. All the waste and the impure thoughts will come. Instead, give it work. Now people don't know how to give it work. And this is why they either say, keep your mind, empty, blank, and if you are not able to keep your mind blank, then just let go. Become an observer of your thoughts. Just see what type of thoughts are coming in your mind and observe them. Don't say anything, don't do anything. But even that is not right. A naughty child is jumping and breaking things and shouting and screaming and is so naughty. How can the mother not stop him? She has to, no? She can't just let him do what he wants. So she can't even just leave him and let him do what he wants, nor can she tie him in, with a strong rope so that he doesn't move. Even that's not good, because it will finish off his creativity which is there in him. Naughty children are very creative also. Someone who's very dull, he will not know what to do, so he'll just sit like that. But naughty child is creative. So a good mother, she will not tie a naughty child and make him sit still and not do anything. Nor will she leave him, because he will create havoc if she leaves him. Instead, she will give him some work. Nowadays there are very interesting games for children. They are very creative games. So the child plays with those toys, which are creative. He builds something, then breaks it again, builds it, makes it new, a new design, and that increases creativity. So Baba says, mind is also like a child. It can be very creative, but if I suppress it, then how will I be creative? I am suppressing my creativity too. Or if I just let go, even that won't be good, because the mind is naughty. It is used to, being like a vagabond, jumping here and there. But it needs to be given a direction. That is why Baba teaches us Raj Yoga, and we sometimes compare Raj Yoga to a dam. What is a dam? A dam is built on a river which has lots of water. And what's the speciality of a dam? A very big reservoir is built on the river. Very big reservoir which stores the water, which preserves the water. Because otherwise the water would just flow away into the sea, through the river. But then it builds a very big reservoir which stores the water. And then in that reservoir on one side, a wall is built with partitions. Big doors are built. And they are made in such a way that as much water is needed to flow out, that much they are able to do so with the help of pulleys and all that. They are able to lower the doors or raise the doors. So, and allow as much water they want to flow out from the reservoir. So it is called like control of water, preservation of water, control of water, and then canals are built. Canals. And these canals then take the water to the place where they want the water to go, like maybe in the fields where harvest is growing, where crops are growing. So they channelize the water, and the water is channelized to the crops. So it is preservation of water, it is control of water, as well as channelization of water. And then sometimes near these dams, big hydroelectric power stations are built, which with the help of the energy of the water flow, which comes right down, because they make it in such a way that the water falls very forcefully down. And there are motors there. Well, I being a science student, we learnt all this. So there are motors there which move round and round and round. And the potentiality in that water, it's so strong, the flow down is so strong that those motors start rotating, and through that electricity is produced. That's called hydroelectric powered station. So what's happening? That the potentiality in that water is used for producing electricity. It's used in a worthwhile way. Otherwise all the water would just flow away and go back into the sea. That's finished, the end of it. So nowadays they are having dams everywhere. Now the mind is also very powerful. It needs to be preserved, the energy in it. It needs to be controlled. It needs to be channelized. And it needs to be used in a worthwhile way. Because the potentiality in it is so strong, so much. So Baba teaches us the spiritual drill. And through this spiritual drill, so much strength the mind can get. Because usually it is seen that because of body consciousness, people have so many negative thoughts. And the result is the mind is drained away. The internal power is gone when they have too many thoughts. But then, with the help of spiritual thoughts, we are able to gain that energy once again in our mind. That strength once again in our mind. And therefore Baba teaches us the drill. I remember 2 years ago or even last year, Baba was mentioning about 5 seconds drill. I am a point of light. In a second, become a point of light. And then that point of light comes down on earth and turns into a deity. Beautiful deity. Yes, I'm a deity. And the third, I'm a worship-worthy soul. When we are in golden age and silver age, we are not being worshipped because everybody is worship-worthy. Who's going to worship whom? But then when the souls come in copper age, they become the worshippers and start worshipping their own worship-worthy forms, as Baba says. So the third stage is that I am like a worship-worthy deity and devotees are worshipping me. Just imagine. And I am like a bestower, giving blessings as a worship-worthy deity. They show, deities in temples, always with a hand of blessings. The Shaktis, all the goddesses and goddesses, most of them. Or some gods and goddesses are just embodiments of visions, like Lakshmi, Narayan, just embodiments of visions. Their hands are straight. They're not having anything in their arms, in their hands. They're just standing straight as vision, giving vision. Shows perfection in human being, in body, mind, wealth, relationships. These are 4 aspects of life: body, mind, wealth, and relationships. And all the 4 are perfect. Relationship is so great, husband, wife. That's the real relationship in life. Family. pure family life. God has created pure family life. So, body also so strong, healthy, mind so strong, which is visible through the face. They say mind, face is the index of the mind. So the mind mind's stage is visible through the face. All the qualities of the mind are visible through the face. And wealth is unlimited because they have such gorgeous dresses and the ornaments, gold and diamonds and whatnot. So how wealthy they must be. And of course, relationships, so cordial. So Baba says, that's your stage. You were that, and then you become worshippers and start worshipping your own worship-worthy forms. But then in those worship-worthy forms, Baba says, you are like the bestowers of blessings. And that power you gather now at Sangam Yuga, at the confluence age. Because only then you are able to really bestow blessings. Your images are able to bestow blessings from Copper Age onwards. So the fourth stage is the Brahmin stage, where we are receiving from Baba. We are receiving and also giving. Not just receiving. We are receiving so much that we can keep on giving endlessly. But of course we are in that stage of receiving too. Because till we become Brahmins, the soul has become empty. Devoid of all the qualities, devoid of all the powers, the strength, the spirituality. Everything goes due to body consciousness. And then when we become Brahmins, we get back by connecting with Shiv Baba. So that's why Baba said in today's Murli, I come and teach you the spiritual drill. So Baba teaches us the spiritual drill. In Sakar Murlis, Baba used to say, Man Mana Bhav. Keep your mind in me. In Avyakt Murlis, Baba keeps on telling about being a point of light, being a deity, then being worship-worthy, then being Brahmin, then becoming an angel. So we can think it in any way. So in this Brahmin life, our first exercise is connecting the mind with Shiv Baba. And Shiv Baba is the supreme, the source. And in an instance, as Baba keeps saying, just say Baba, and the soul gets the strength. The mind is connected with the Supreme Soul, because it's the mind which is the link between the soul and the Supreme Soul. That is a very big energy. Just like physically we say that how are we connected now? There's electricity working, there's microphone working, and we are connected. Supposing it becomes dark, no light, no microphone, though we are sitting in this hall, but we won't be able to see each other, we won't be able to hear one another, won't be able to hear me. I won't be able to see you, nor you will be able to see me. So it will be all like everything dead. But then this electricity is enabling us to connect. Similarly, how does the connection happen between soul and the Supreme Soul? Baba says it's the mind. So this mind, Baba says, keep in me. In today's Murli, Baba said, Krishna cannot say this, keep your mind in me. Sri Krishna is a golden aged prince, though the first prince of golden age. But why should he say, keep your mind in me? To whom will he say, keep your mind in me? He doesn't have to say to anybody. And nobody will ever listen to him in this way when he will say, keep your mind in me. For what purpose? There should be a reason for keeping the mind in Krishna. So in Satyug, nobody will say this, nor will Krishna say this. But these are versions of God. Keep your mind in me. The Supreme Soul is saying, keep your mind in me. Man mana bhava, that's a Sanskrit word. Man is mind. Mana means in me. Bhava means keep. So keep your mind in me. In Hindi it's opposite, So mind in me keep. That's what it means. Man mana bhava. So keep your mind in me. Only God gives these instructions. And that's like a drill. In a second, I just detach my mind from the pull of the senses. Become a soul. I'm a soul, a point of light, face to face with another point of light, the Supreme Soul, whom I visualize in all relationships. My mother, my father, my teacher, my friend, my beloved, every relationship. I was just thinking this morning, Baba said that I never learn from somebody else. I'm always the teacher. So I was thinking that Baba never plays one role, the role of a student. Baba does say that I become your child. You surrender unto me like parents surrender unto the children, everything. They give everything to the children. So whatever was ours, we say, Baba, this is yours. So like making Baba your child. But can we make Baba a student? Baba doesn't learn from anyone. He's always a teacher. But so I was thinking that this relationship we can't have with Baba. That he becomes our student and I try to teach Baba. If I try to teach Baba, it is like, Baba has taught me everything. How can I teach back to someone who has taught me everything? Things are okay, physical things, they belong to Baba, but then okay, Baba, they belong to you, I say. So like I'm surrendering everything to Baba, like a father would surrender to the child. Give everything to the child. But I can't teach Baba. If I'm trying to tell Baba, Baba, you told me this, Baba, you told me this, even that's like teaching Baba. It's like telling back whatever Baba has told me. It wouldn't be right, no? If somebody has given me some instructions and I'm not obeying, but instead I'm just trying to remind that person that you gave me these instructions, it's like an insult for that person. If I'm being given some instructions, I need to just follow them, not to tell that person back that you gave me these instructions. If I'm not following, what's the use of just reminding to that person who already gave the instruction? That one knows. That's why Baba says sometimes you try to actually cheat yourselves. You deceive yourselves, but then you think you're very clever. Very often we tell Baba, Baba, what can I do? Well, whatever is happening according to the last kalpa. In the last kalpa also I must not have made efforts. Baba, you only say, no? The children make efforts according to the last kalpa. So what I must have not made efforts. Therefore I'm not making efforts now. But in this way I'm trying to tell Baba what he has taught me. Well, I don't have to do that. I'm only cheating myself. I'm only deceiving myself rather by thinking that I'm very clever. I have the knowledge of the drama very well. That whatever happened in the last kalpa will happen now again. Do I have to tell this to Baba? It's an insult for Baba if I'm not making efforts. So Baba says, you don't have to tell me this. I know. If you are not making effort, Baba will say, okay, he is doing according to what he did in his last kalpa. In the last kalpa, Baba will console himself with that. But then I'm only deceiving myself. So let me not try to give Baba's knowledge to Baba and try to become his teacher. But I am always a student in front of Baba the teacher. I inculcate, yes Baba, and become an instrument, become an embodiment of the teachings of Baba. Like that, Baba said in today's Murli, Dadi Janki was saying in yesterday's class in the evening, that I always tell myself, I will never, never face Dharamraj. I don't want to face Dharamraj. I don't want to see Dharamraj punishing me. So I should be strict with myself. I don't want to face Dharamraj for punishment. And therefore, I say to myself that if I'm going to face Dharamraj for punishment, I will be like bringing a bad name to Baba. Whose child am I? And I'm going to face Dharamraj. Even Baba's face will bow down in shame by saying, oh, this child of mine, facing Dharamraj's punishments. So I should never, never be in that stage where I should be facing punishment of Dharamraj. Therefore I have to finish all my sinful accounts, my past karmic accounts in this birth only. I remember once Dadi Prakash Mani ji, it was a Madhuban Nivasi class. So we asked Dadi ji, do you have any desires? Any desire? But he said, I don't have any desire. Nothing. No desires whatsoever. Nothing. But then we still were repeating, Daddy, at least one desire you must be having, at least something. Something in your mind which you must be speaking to Baba about. At least one desire. May not be an impure desire, but some pure desire too. So Dadi gave a very wonderful answer. She said, yes, I have one pure desire. You want to know that? I said, yes. Dadi, what's your pure desire? And Dadi said, I always tell Baba, because Dadi's health wasn't very good at that time, Dadiji's. And she said, I tell Baba, if you want to take me, I'm ready. Baba, you always say that, are you ever ready? Yes, Baba, I'm ever ready. Even now, if you want to take me, I'm ready. They said, no, Dadi, don't think like that. How can we allow you to go? We all told Dadiji, we will not allow you to go like that. You have to still run the organization. Establishment work is not complete yet. How can we allow you to go? But I said, no, this is what my pure desire is. I'm just telling you that because you're asking me. So I tell Baba, I'm ready. But I have the pure desire that if you call me, I'm ready to come. But do not send me back in the advance party. Just like all the other dadis, of course, nobody is with Baba. No, all have been sent in the advance party. So I don't want to come in the advance party. I want to stay with you in the subtle regions and work like you. I tell Brahma Baba this. Because Dadi had been so close to Brahma Baba, so close, that whatever Baba would say, never did she have any other thought. Yes, Baba, yes, Baba, yes, Baba. So close she was. And Baba had the right over her. Whatever Baba wanted, he would tell her, and she would get it done. She was very powerful. So this is why you see how at the end, Dadi was in front of Baba. Though she did not live in Madhuban, Baba never kept any seniors or any dadis or any serviceable hands in Madhuban. The other day also Baba said in the Murli, Baba does not allow any serviceable hands to stay in Madhuban. Because when Baba was in Sakar, in Madhuban, who lived, just ordinary ones, or maybe aged people, or maybe those who only work in the kitchen or work, in other things. But for other things, not teachers like us. So Baba never kept them in Madhuban. Because the groups would come to Madhuban and Baba was there to entertain them all the time. Baba was for the children, with the children, of the children, all the time. And they came only for Baba. They didn't come for anyone else. I'm sure they wouldn't want to listen to anybody else, only to Baba. So Baba never kept anyone, because even if any dadi, any senior would like to live in Madhuban or even stay for a few more days in Madhuban, Baba would say, no, no child, go this service there, that service there, you have to go, run on service. But then after Baba became Avyakt, Baba invited all the seniors to Madhuban. On Sunday, the Avyakt Murli which Baba spoke was actually a meeting with the seniors, the first part of the Avyakt Murli. And then after that, the surrender of two Kumaris. But then the first part, it was a group meeting with the seniors. Baba empowered them. How you are lawmakers. You have, whatever you do, others will see and follow. That whole Murli is on that. So Baba used to, in closed doors, meet only the seniors in Baba's room. Nearly every day, Baba used to come in his room. Dadi Gulzar used to go into trance, and Baba Bap Dada would come, and there would be just seniors. For 1 hour, 2 hours, Baba would be with them, and then Baba would go, and the seniors would come out of Baba's room. Nobody else was allowed. So in this way, Baba empowered them after Baba became Avyakt. So when Baba was in Sakar, they used to come only for Baba, and senior dadis were not allowed to live in Madhuban. Go, you have to open centers, you have to do service, you have to go there, you have to go there, and so on. But later on, of course, all the dadis were invited, and yoga bhattis and training programs all started in Madhuban. Everything changed. And Bap Dada started coming, empowering the dadis, and made them ready to be like Bap Saman. So Dadiji was saying that I have this pure desire that Baba, if you call me, don't send me back in advance party. Otherwise I'm ready. And after some time, when Avyakt Bap Dada came, Baba gave the answer to that. When Baba was meeting Dadiji, Baba told her, yes, Baba will fulfill your desire. Yes, I don't know if you noticed in one of the Murlis of last season, Baba will fulfill your desire. And really after that, Dadiji has changed completely changed. And this time Baba gave her a certificate that you have become an angel. Really, when we go to meet Dadiji, she hardly speaks. Dadiji and Dadi Janki are totally opposite each other. Dadi Janki is showering all day, knowledge, rain of knowledge, and Dadiji is just an embodiment of peace, of silence. You just go to her, and the first thing she will do is just smile at you. And smile at you, and then you go near her, she will hold your hand, and sometimes even kiss your hand, and just smile. And then there's toli there, or fruit, whatever, she'll pick it up and give it to you. That's it. So drishti, smile, and hand, and toli. That's it. Or maybe 1 or 2 words. But Baba gave her a certificate that you have become an angel. No, you read those who have come. Have you got the Murli? You can collect it from Global Office. It's ready. Those who do not have the latest Murli of the 15th. And Baba told her, you have become detached and loving. So Dadi is reaching her karmatit stage. And she has just her angelic form in front of her. So like Brahmin stage is also finished. Her angelic stage is coming. An angel becoming a point of light again. So in the 15th Murli, Baba spoke about three steps. I am a Brahmin, becoming an angel, becoming a deity. 3. Before Baba has been saying about 5 things. A dot and worship-worthy Copper Age stage. But My experience should be, I'm a Brahmin now, becoming an angel, becoming a deity. Now this is a spiritual drill. One moment I'm a Brahmin, the next moment I'm an angel, the next moment I'm a deity. But deity doesn't mean that my consciousness should be, well, I'm well dressed, dressed with all the ornaments, dressed in, with beauty, and I look very beautiful. No, that's not deity. Deity here means divinity in my life. Divinity in every sense organ of me, of my body. That is why you'll notice, for the deities, they say 16 celestial degrees pure. That is, 16 stands for the fullness, the full moon. After 16 days, the moon becomes full. When it grows in size, in light and in size, it takes 16 days from the dark night until full moon. If you count that day as the first day and then 15 days more, it takes 16 days for the moon to become full once again from no moon. So keeping that in mind, in India the currency was made that way, 16 annas in a rupee before. And then later on this currency change became 100 paisa in a rupee. 100 paisa, so 100%. But before 16 annas in a rupee. So that's why 16 celestial degrees pure means complete. And 16 are the different types of adornments on the deities, right from the top to the bottom. If you count all the ornaments and the different parts of the body which are adorned, they are 16 in number. I don't know if you know of that. So Lakshmi or Narayan, they are adorned with all that, 16. Right from the top, like Baba was saying in yesterday's Murli, the Bindi and the Chindi. I don't know, in English it doesn't have any word. But then Bindi means the dot on the forehead, and Chindi is something on the forehead, which is actually above the soul. The soul is here between the two eyebrows. But above that, in the center of the forehead, there's a special adornment, especially in a bride. The bride wears that, which covers the middle, what do you call this? The parting. The parting in the middle of the hair up to the center of the forehead. That is the first adornment. The second is the tilak. You can keep counting all the adornments. So 2. Third is the kajal in the eyes. That's actually cooling for the eyes. The fourth is in the nose. Keep counting. Fourth is the adornment for the nose. The fifth is adornment for the ears. Sixth is adornment for the lips. Nowadays they have lipstick, but then actually it's meant to keep the lips colored, in the sense that you have to speak words which color other souls, which color them in God's company. So people don't know that, they just put lipstick. So that is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then for the neck. Neck also, there are 3 types of necklaces. One is straight attached to the neck, very close to the neck, just around the neck, covering the neck only. The second necklace is up to the heart, reaching up to the heart. The third necklace is reaching up to the waist. You must have noticed on Lakshmi. 3 types of necklaces. Rosary also means 3 types. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, 8, 9. 3 types of necklaces. 7, 8, 9. And then one is around the what you call, the muscles of the hand, So they tie something here. So what would you call that? A band around the shoulders, next near the shoulders. Arms, okay, arms. Then how much is it? What number? 10? 9 or 10? 10. And then one round the wrist, bracelet round the wrist. So 11. And then the rings on the fingers. Sometimes it's not just one ring. All 5 fingers have the ring, and it's all decorated up to here, which goes with the bracelet and all the 5 fingers and covering the whole hand. So 11, 12. Then there is a bracelet, around the wrist, around the waist, some band around the waist. That is 14? 13. And then so around the waist, and then just above the feet, what do you call it? Anklets, on just above the feet, and then also for the toes, there is a decoration for the toes. So it's total 16, right from the top up to the bottom. So 16 types of adornment. I don't know, how many did you count? 15 or 16? Pardon? 15. It should be 16. So, but maybe this is little different here. On the parting also it could be separate. They color the parting. Baba was saying in yesterday's Murli, Suhag. Now Suhag is a very beautiful word. In English there's no word for it. But I think in the Murli, yesterday's Murli which I was reading, the translation is not proper. The real meaning of Suhag means husband. A wife whose husband is alive, she is called Suhagin. And the husband is called Suhag. So if the husband is alive, she is considered to be very fortunate. A widow, the one whose husband dies, is considered to be very unfortunate. So Suhag and Bhagya go together. Husband and fortune go together. If husband dies, even fortune is gone. That's according to, the Indian culture. So when husband and wife both are together, it is like the fortune for the lady, for the woman. That is why in Satyug, Baba sometimes says that a woman never dies as a widow. A widow is considered to be very unfortunate. And in India, it's a custom, supposing a married woman whose husband is alive and she dies, they decorate her with all the ornaments and the beautiful sari, everything so well adorned, and then the body is taken for cremation. Because she died when her husband was alive. Suhag is there, alive. A widow means, usually when we wear white clothes in India, they consider it to be very inauspicious. That is why many mothers are not allowed to wear white sari in India, because then the family, they say, why do you want to wear a white sari? Only a widow wears a white sari. Are you a widow? So husband also will never allow his wife to wear a white sari, because it's only for widows. But we say, yes, we have died alive, no? All of us have died alive. When a person dies, the dead body is covered with a white piece of cloth. Never with a colored piece of cloth. Always a white piece of cloth. So white stands for death. White stands for purity. White stands for dying alive, everything. So, but then Baba tells us, the white you wear it stands for purity. The soul is very, very pure, untouched. But then when a married woman whose husband is alive dies, then the body is adorned so beautifully, even a dead body, because she has died as a Suhagin. So Baba says in Satyug, no woman will die as a widow. That means now, what does it indicate? That wife will die before the husband. Won't she? If the husband dies before the wife, it means she will die as a widow, no? So this is how we understand that there Lakshmi will leave the body before Narayan leaves the body. Actually, this is very, very right, because in physical constitution of the body, a woman's constitution is little bit weaker than a man's constitution. Little difference is there. So a man's age should be longer than a woman's age. Woman's lifespan. But very often in Kali Yuga it is seen that men's life is much shorter than a woman's life. In Kali Yuga. Women live longer than men. What do you think? Huh? What do you think? Because women can bear the shock of the husband passing away. It's very often seen if a husband and wife have lived for many years together, they are so attached. And supposing the wife dies, a husband cannot live for long because he has been so attached to the wife that after very short time he will also die. But if the husband dies earlier, the wife can bear their separation, because her attachment then goes to the children and the grandchildren, and so on. But for the man, it's not so much with the grandchildren. It's as much as it is with the wife. Pardon? Yeah, he dies very soon after his wife's death. It's very, I don't know if you have noticed it. So a woman is spiritually stronger than a man. That is why she can survive even after many years of her, after her husband's death. But physically, constitutionally, according to the body, the woman's body is weaker than a man's body, a male body. A female body is comparatively weaker. So she should die earlier than the male. So a woman dies if her husband is alive, so she dies as a Suhagin. She is considered to be very, very fortunate. So in Satyug, that's the custom. A female's age is little less than a male's age. Must be little bit difference. That's what my churning is. Baba hasn't said anything of this type. But Baba does say that no woman will die as a widow there. But what I am trying to say is that when we are aware of the self as a deity, I was talking about the 16 types of adornments of the body. Actually, it is for the purity of each sense organ, each part of the body. So my intellect should be having pure thoughts. Even this parting, Baba used to never allow us to have a parting on the side. For hair also. I would always say the parting should be in the middle, not on the side, because if it's on the side, so it's fashion. And also to not have a parting is also fashion. You must have a parting, and one plait. Because Baba said this has a meaning. One Baba, none other. One plait. And parting here in the center means this is the middle path. This side is too much materialism. And this side is totally like a hermit or a recluse. So we are neither sannyasis who have renounced the whole world physically, our hearth and home and everything, nor are we too much engrossed in materialism. We are in the middle path, leading a pure family life. That's what our life should be. Connected with Baba, one Baba, none other. So pure family life is starting here in Sangam Yuga. Live in your family, but live like a lotus. But do not create more karmic accounts. Like Baba said in today's Murli, that a big Maharathi, such a senior brother maybe, a thought came in his mind that I want to get married. And Baba said, now the alligator will eat up the elephant. Elephant is Maharathi. There's stories in the scriptures that how an alligator, a big crocodile alligator, ate up, wanted to swallow a big elephant. So they say Gaj and Graha, elephant and the alligator. And so that elephant then remembered Krishna. They show Krishna in the Bhagavad. And Krishna appeared and he turned around his Swadarsan Chakra, and the Swadarsan Chakra went round and round and round and chopped off the head of the alligator. And then the elephant was saved because the alligator was about to swallow the elephant. I don't know if you understood the meaning of today's story in today's Murli. Did you get it? Did you get it properly? So the elephant and the alligator. So Baba mentioned about someone who came into bad company, and maybe one of his friends, he was getting married, and so a thought came that I also should get married. And Baba said, well, you are the master of your life, it's up to you, but Baba will never advise you. You are such a Maharathi, you are doing so much service, you are you are surrendered. And if you think of this, then Maya will swallow you up raw. She won't even cook you. She'll swallow you up raw like an alligator swallows up raw everything. There was an example sometimes Baba gives of a snake swallowing a toad or a frog. Well, I have seen that with my own eyes. Sometimes in the Discovery Channel they show. One day they were showing a snake trying to swallow a frog. The frog is so big and the snake's mouth is so tiny. Yet it opened the mouth so wide that it tried to swallow that frog. And the snake's body swelling, and then the frog reached the middle of the snake's stomach. And somebody hit it with a stick, and the whole frog came out alive. From the middle of the stomach of the snake, the whole frog came out alive. So Baba says, you can come out alive, but it should be done in time that you are taken away from Maya. Then you can come alive out. Otherwise, Maya can swallow you up and kill you. So, Baba says, we have to think of our spiritual drill in this way. Just think of your age, your aim. What am I going to become? Baba has given me such a beautiful aim. So my aim is in front of me, my destination is in front of me, my status is in front of me, my present stage in which I am with God is in front of me. What I am going to become, an angel, that is in front of me. What I really am is as a dot, as a point of light, that is in front of me. So do this spiritual drill. This is food for your thought, for your mind, and your mind will become strong. So with the help of the intellect, give this food of thought to your mind. That is called a spiritual drill. So let us experience that drill for some time. Okay? Baba teaches us this drill. Of course, physically we will be sitting in silence, but the mind and intellect will be working. And the most important thing in that is that faith is necessary. I am going to become a deity. I am going to become an angel. Like in today's Murli, Baba said, you need to have the faith. If you start doubting, then that will bring your destruction, your end. So faith will lead to victory. Never doubt yourself. I don't know whether I'm going to become it or not. I don't know whether I'll be able to achieve it or not. Never say that. I will, I can, and I will. So faith will lead to victory. And God is with me. What other victory I need? So God is with me and God is giving me that highest status. So the victory is destined for me. Okay? Om Shanti. So let us for the next 15 minutes experience this spiritual drill. Brother Suryabai in the morning told you about being double light. So even that's like a drill, being double light, an angel. But now I'm a deity, I'm a point of light, I'm a worship-worthy soul, I'm a Brahmin. So incorporeal stage and corporeal stage, they can be given turns. So one moment come in the corporeal stage, the next moment go to the angelic stage, third moment go to the incorporeal stage. All that is part of exercise. Okay, so let us do that spiritual drill. It is easier to start off with first being in the incorporeal form. Starting off by being a point of light. Being in the stage of a point of light. In a second, I withdraw my mind from the pull of all my senses. And just feel the self to be only a dot. In the center of the forehead. Raising your thoughts and focusing them at the center of the forehead. And feeling that the whole body, which is my costume, I have left behind. And I am out of it. This body which is made up of 5 elements, which are impure at the moment. But I am a pure soul. Completely light and very powerful. Sparkling and radiating light and might all around. I'm in the world of light, the world of souls. Sparkling lights all around me, shining everywhere in a golden red atmosphere. And I'm so close to the highest on high, Supreme Father. Let me enjoy this stage. Totally free. Gradually I come down. Shiv Baba sends me into the world of peace and happiness as a deity. I have a pure body. All the elements are pure. Each sense organ is pure. I'm totally adorned with virtues. I'm now a worship-worthy soul. Worthy of worship. Worthy of blessing souls. Worthy of fulfilling the desires of all. As I am full myself. I now come in my Brahmin life as a Brahmin, playing my role with God. As a helper of God. having a big responsibility of transforming the world, of transforming souls, of purifying souls, of directing them to the one Father.